stealing is already illegal, right? Fraud, contract fraud is already illegal. Why do we have to create new rules? Like, look, if you steal my likeness rights, it doesn't matter if an AI is doing it or a guy with a wireframe and a 3D modeling piece of software is doing it. You're stealing my likeness rights. That's already a thing that we know about.
Okay, so this gets us to a bigger point that I just wanted to bring up again, and I've been reminiscing and ruminating on it. And what it breaks down to is, you know the answer to this, so I want you to give it to me. So what is the one thing that the United States exports the most?
Petrodollars? Inflation?
I said it first earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Inflation
Yeah.
and debt through
Petrodollars.
Well, through writing...
through treasuries,
Yeah.
right? So effectively, if you've got these different countries out there that want to exchange goods and services, or if they need to, keep their balance sheet straight, what are they going to do? They're going to buy treasury. So they give us their cash, and then we give them a piece of paper that says treasury, and at some point in the future, we're going to give you your money back plus interest, right? So we have also exported manufacturing, right? So by doing that, it's cheaper to let them in the third world or the other countries do and create cars and create computers and create things, and they're responsible for the input costs because they're the ones that are creating it, using the labor, dealing with the wage price inflation. But now what are we doing? We are not selling as much debt. We're not letting as much money go out, or people aren't buying it, in which case that is inflationary. We are importing inflation because we want to build our own cars. Now we have to deal with the wage increases. We have to deal with the input cost increases. That's why a lot of this is happening.
The good news is that all 8 seasons of Suits are on Netflix, and they're opening a new one. So don't worry about the inflation.
Great.
You can sit at home on your couch.
Right, because the strike is almost over. I will say there was one thing about that strike that actually was relevant, and I agree with. So when I first got started, there was like, Welcome Back Kotter. All those guys, none of them got it. Like the minute cable came out, none of them got paid royalties anymore because cable was a different thing than TV. And the same thing happened with streaming. Right. But now we have an issue with more than just streaming, and we have AI, which can create
the Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, the Hollywood people. So it's like interesting that.
Yeah, but I don't think
I kind of feel that that's necessary, because I wouldn't want somebody, if I was an actor and I made a decent amount of money, I wouldn't want somebody to film a movie of me that's a short on YouTube and then not get paid on it.
This feels like, this is just like modern governmental and civil theory that bothers me the most when I hear this whole debate around AI and the writer's strike and the streaming stuff. Stealing is already illegal, right? Fraud, contract fraud is already illegal. Why do we have to create new rules? Like, look, if you steal my likeness rights, it doesn't matter if an AI is doing it or a guy with a wireframe and a 3D modeling piece of software is doing it. You're stealing my likeness rights. That's already a thing that we know about. Like the stuff where people are trying to create new crypto laws around specific types of fraud and Ponzi's. Ponzi's are already illegal. It doesn't matter if you're doing it with crypto or you're doing it with fiat. Like, why we try to drill this down and split hairs in modern regulations and modern contract negotiations?
Have you heard of the American Bar Association?
Yeah.
They're right up there with the IRS.
Maybe a rhetorical question. But it's just like, why? But this is like a whole completely unavoidable strike, in my opinion. It felt like to use a writer's term, the AI was like a MacGuffin for a strike, right? It felt like it was completely unnecessary. It was like a distraction.
Yeah,
It's magic.
For a big chunk of it, I agree. Like, I really do think that a lot of that was irritating, but truly, I feel for the people like Taylor Swift who could live forever on AI and get paid on that. Right? They should.
You stop speaking things into the universe right now. I don't know if that works. I don't have a vision board at home, and I've never read The Secret. But please, Frank, please, for the love of Beyonce, will you please?
She could make money too. Jay-Z, Beyonce, living forever, making royalties on AI characters like Sting does with that with P. Diddy.
That's so terrifying.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.